Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we see the number 17 in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Yellow Jackets will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Sims. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, at this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. Long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because
breaks into the open. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
that is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Looking for room. It's Alexander. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some win.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's sharp. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. It's a seam wide open. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. On the ground, it's Hayes. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Pass to 45. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on him.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Rush is on him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
George P. Burnell. KJ George P. Burnell.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
On the screen.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Dangerous screen into traffic. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. A lot of yardage in front of them, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Harrell. Plucks it out of the air.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Georgia Tech.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They had the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Rolling right and going deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Using his legs, it's Hayes. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Grab behind the line. It's Davidson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He's got it. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man on the right. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down.
Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on first and 10. Looking to pass. It's Harrell. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Man, I want my running backs to pick those holes and get downhill, but there was no holes. So I just think he did the smart thing and stretched it out and ran out of bounds.
In this case, discretion was the better part of valor. It is often underrated to know when the journey is over.
Know when to hold him?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing.
There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
24, Georgia Tech, 14.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Going deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The lone back's got it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Right back to the well. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Harrell. Looking to scramble. Turning it on! Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll It'll be first and goal. The Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Still on his feet. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease, it's Davidson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Clemson set up with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson. Paging George D. Burdell. Paging.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Davidson. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The offense changing the play. Gets the back moving. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Harrell. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football calmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This is an area of the field now you just cannot afford negative plays. Whether you're going to throw it or you're going to run it, you're in position right now to score points and win this game. You've got one timeout in your back pocket still. No matter what, you cannot go backwards.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. West Virginia looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Mountaineers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one. Gets away from one, finds room. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Clemson.
They're down to the 20. First and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing,